Well, we're running a little late, but I'm here. Let me get out the parts here. I had to have these clips before I could go any farther, and Mark brought them by the other day. I'll be glad when this is done. Yep. Come on. All right. Need the foam. Yeah. We'll pick up where we left off. There we go. All right, well, I guess the first thing to do is going to be get this horn on it. Okay, we don't need these. We won't, well, we might get to that. Need to find the hinges. Here's some hardware. I think you got better hinges. Thought I saw some. Yep, there's some better hinges. We'll need the flaps. Okay. We won't need this tonight that I know of. So this is the 4th hour. It says I've got a little news on my end. I got a new job. Okay. Yeah, congrats. So we want the horns and the hinges. A horn. And some hinges. So we're going to need 6 hinges. I'll just leave them there. We need the ball joint, which is in this bag. And these are strange ball joints. But whatever. Ball links or whatever. Feels like these are made of metal. I think they are. Of course, it ain't going to want to fit on there. There we go. D. Rice. How's it going? Oh, Dave Rice. Well, that's good. All right, let's check and make sure this is where it's supposed to be. So that should be neutral right there. We got that much up. Neutral should be right there, boy. We're gonna have to keep turning. I thought you were D. Rice of Ringmaster fame. We're going to have to drill these holes out because a 440 screw is not going to go through that at all. I can see that coming already. And it's not threaded. Let's see if it's got the hardware in there. Yeah, we're just going to use 440 socket cap screws. So these are some type of Phillips junk screws. Let me get the drill. So I'm going to drill out the top hole and the second hole on this. The top and the second one down. So give me a second. Except I'm not going to be able to do it by holding it. It's going to bend up. So, like this. The Cardinal designer is Wendy Ertnowski. Okay, we got that done. Okay. I think I'll put my 10 wheels in here while I'm thinking about it. Don't want to lose these. These are the most valuable thing I got right here. Yep, one more. The Cavalier designer, John Simpson. Okay, so yeah, we don't only got a few of them shorties, so I'll use a long one. I use a regular nut and then put a aircraft nut on. Okay. Okay, now we got to see if we got the right throws on this thing. Well, let's get the bearings. It says in the book that you can do this in 5 hours. Well, you may be able to do it in 5 hours if you're not modifying it and making it better. Or if you've done a bunch of them, maybe. This is the first one I've ever put together. But just by the improvements I made, I'll guarantee it's going to be better than this than a stock one. You know, I've had this pair of pliers 35 years. It's unreal. Feels good. Okay. I wonder if I can find my poker real quick. Let me look for my hinge slicer. Of course, I had a hinge slot machine somewhere. Here's something you don't see me use very often, like never. Wipe this thing off. Got all kind of paint dust on it. Yeah, I splattered some thinner on it or something. Get some out. Yeah, I know D Rice real well. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him in quite a few years. Everybody's getting old, so they're dying off on me. Okay, so we got this. This thing's like useless. This thing's like useless. What's the story, Larry? Make it useless. I'll be damned. Like they don't want you to take it apart. It's got a little point on it, showing me that the screw is there. Hmm. You guys ever take one of these apart? I don't use this stuff, so I don't know much about it. But I think we can fix it. I think it's got aluminum screws. Hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm about ready to give up on this. Just cut it with a knife. These blades are jumping around in there. There it is. Okay, why are they jumping? Well, if I put this cover on and it don't work, I just cut them by hand. I can do those kind of things. This is absolute junk. That's why I don't use it, I guess. So, no, just cut them by hand. There it is. I'll take this to Brodex and throw it in my box of free shit. Junk. Okay, so we need to cut this by hand. We need a knife. As hard as a rock. And then this side. A saw blade. I thought I saw one over here. That ain't a saw blade, that's a number 22. Shit. I wonder if that other saw is over here. We need to clear that out. Broken hacksaw blade would be good. Oh boy. Yeah, here we go. I hate using this on this, but we'll see what happens. And what I'm doing here is I'm just testing to make sure we got the neutral, the Bellcrank in push rod length correct. There it is. Except I got it on backwards. Got her on backwards. Yes. Looks like this thing is too long. This push rod is too long. Why would they give me a too long a push rod? All the way forward. Yep, I'm gonna make him a new push rod. That's ridiculous. God damn. So I guess and it feels like shit. Yeah, let me put a screw in it and see what it looks like. I can't see him sending the wrong parts. That don't make sense. I smell dinner. That's not the problem. See, bell crank geometry is very important to how the airplane flies. The bell crank must be 0, and the flaps must be 0, and the elevators must be 0, all at the same time. They have to have the equal same amount of throw each way. So if you look at this, now it's basically 0 here. So this is down, and it's got probably, well, let me see here. We'll get my protractor. And I've screwed that ball link all the way in, and I didn't install the bell crank. How am I going to do this? I can just tell it's not right. We got about 25 degrees of down and 45 degrees of up. So, what's going to be the easiest way to fix this? JB Weld. JB Weld, I'm afraid. That's going to be the end of our session because I can't do nothing until that JB Weld dries. God, don't I have a small piece of that? Yep, I do. Come on, I seen you. Here you are. All right, we're going to add that. We'll fix the problem the easiest. Come on. Yeah, just for the sake of putting it together, I'm not going to put half-ass it and do it wrong. Because this guy lives around here. I don't want to hear no shit. Wouldn't matter whether he lived around here or not. It's just not my way to do something half-ass. Okie dokie. So, we got this. I mean, let's cut some of this off, shorten it up. Good. Gonna be tough. Gonna be tough. So we're gonna have to have some forceps on it. But don't fall in there. I'm gonna cut ½ inch out of this paper knife. Alrighty. We'll get the JB Weld on this and put it back together, let it dry at 0, and then we're in good shape. But that's going to be the end of the broadcast because I got to wait for it to dry. Look at that covering. It's bagged up already. Unbelievable. So you can find the JB Weld now. JB Weld. So, hey, thank you, Roy. Yeah, thank you very much. That helps. My birthday's not till next week, but today is my brother's birthday. I remember as a kid, I think we celebrated Lincoln's birthday on the 17th and Washington's birthday on the 22nd. And now we just got one day for two. That kind of gripes me too. Blacks got a month, gays got a month, LGBT and veterans get one day. What's up with that shit? Veterans get one day. I think all that shit's going to change here shortly. Okay. And tomorrow during the day, if you check in, I'm going to be molding up a fuel tank. 26, it's electric. 26, 28, or I don't know. I don't know nothing about electric anymore. Okay, let's mix up some JB Weld. You know what? I need to scuff that rod up real good with my cutoff wheel. We certainly don't want that giving up the ghost. Yeah, I don't think these ARF manufacturers are doing a service to people who are not builders. Because I will guarantee you that a new flyer just getting into this hobby would not know what I just showed you there. They would just put it together as per the directions and go out and crash it, and then they'd have to buy another one. That ain't right. Well, you see, I'm gonna go back to work, and I'm gonna take Brodax off all Father's Day week. I'm gonna take the Nats off all week. I'm gonna tell them when I, get a job, I'm taking this off. What are you gonna do? Fire me? So what? Don't have to pay me, but I'm gonna take those days off. Yeah. That's why I really liked my last job working for Jerry Hop, because he was a modeler. he was there at the Nats with me, or he was there at Brodax with me, or he was there at Journal with me. We were off. You don't have to pay me, but I'm taking it off. Okay, so we want to do what here? We want to mix this up, clamp these lines, and clamp that straight. Yeah, the directions say it takes 5 hours to put this together. Okay. If everything goes right. The back push rod, if it ain't right, I'll just make a new one. Okay, there's the two. Coming out the other end. Yep. Come on. All I can say, it's a good thing that you got plenty of time to work with this stuff. Yeah, this is not my airplane, so I have no control on power plant and all that other stuff. I have no idea. Okay, we want to make the bell crank straight. What do I do with the flashlight? Here. Okay, bell crank is straight, I think. And we'll get a forceps and clamp that off. It'll be time for a new battery here shortly. Or charge it. Yeah, damn. Well, this ain't gonna work. That ain't straight. That ain't straight. That's straight. There it is. Now, okay, that's it. I just gotta let it dry. So we got the bell crank straight in there, so it gets equal amount of throw up and down, and the elevator's in neutral. And then when you set the elevators, you zero them out to this, and that way you'll have equal throw both ways. It took 50 minutes to get this far. I don't see how you could build it in 4 hours and not not do it right anyway. But we'll get it done this week. So I guess I should go back and rename this the push rod hour so you guys can find it. But that right there can make your airplane fly goofy, where you got more throw on the flaps in one direction than the other direction, but you got, you know, it just does weird things. You can't, it won't turn one way. It's got to be even. If the geometry's wrong, the airplane won't fly right. And that's the push rod they sent with it, pre-bent. I got the ball length running as far as it can go, so it can't get any shorter. This is a better setup anyway, carbon. That way it won't bend. Got plenty of JB Weld on it, so I'm not afraid of it coming apart. At least I've never had one come apart. I want to thank my supporters, the paid subscribers. And thank you for the super chat. That, you have no idea how much that helps. Especially in a short month like this one. Because I just had an outlay of over $3,000 for stun hanger. I can never catch up. Okay. I'm sorry it wasn't more exciting, but that's the way it goes. We'll do another video tomorrow night and maybe get a little farther and get this shit done. Get the wing done here. The rest of it should go pretty easy. I don't foresee any big problems putting the fuselage together and getting a push rod in it. I get one of Brodak's it's Dennis at Emissions designed boxes that go in there, John. Brodak sells it. Just a whole box. You cut the nose in a certain way and stick it in, and you're done. Denny's done a lot of good stuff for the electric side of this hobby. He was designing APC props that worked, and so I mean he's pretty sharp. Him and his brothers. But like I say, I apologize we didn't get any farther, but I think that's going to do it for this evening because I've got to let this dry. I mean, could I work on something else? Yeah, I could, but I'm only going to do an hour because my dinner, I can smell my dinner. It's ready. And I love you guys, but I got to eat. I got to eat. All right. Please like, subscribe, share the videos. Thanks for the support. Make sure you can find us on Stunhanger. If you're looking for any of the products that I use, it's in my Amazon store, which link in the description. I've added more stuff in there recently. Yesterday, I think it was. All I got to do is look around here, and everything I got here is from Amazon. So if I think, I got other stuff that I could add, but it's not model related, so I'm not adding any of that stuff. Not really in this to make money. I'm just in this to help you guys out. If I was in this to make money, I'd be in deep shit. I'd be in big trouble. All right, like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.